What's up, man? Welcome to Certified Gainz. As you can see, we're at 24-hour anytime fitness. Certified Gainz, certified body shred 21. It's real exclusive, but you're gonna get it for free. It's a 7 exercise circuit. All right, 7 exercise circuit, and we're gonna do 3 sets. All right, that's where you get the 21 from. 7 times 3, 21. All right, you're on the break in between the sets. All right. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna demonstrate for the females. As you know, I was saying I had surgery, so I can't lift heavy. I'm gonna do some lightweight for the females, and Deacon Muscle here gonna demonstrate for the guys. All right. So we're gonna show you what we're doing. This is our exercise for the certified shred. All right. So stay tuned and watch the business.
Look no further, Certified Body Shred 21 is here. This is our training aspect to our Certified Shred program designed here at Certified Gainz. As you can see, it is a 7 exercise 3-set circuit working the shoulders, chest, back, bicep, triceps, abs, and legs all in rapid succession. No rest in between until you get through the end of the circuit. With our first circuit, this is our warm-up circuit. We're using moderate to light weight. We're just looking to really focus on warming up those muscles, and we're going to start out our shoulder part with the upright dumbbell rows. Alternate way of using this exercise is actually using the barbell or the short pre-weighted barbells. You can use those and get just as well of a stretch out in those front delts. For our next exercise, we have chest dips. If you cannot complete a full chest dip, make sure to use the assisted machine that works as a counterbalance to the weight you apply to it. When you do these chest dips, you stretch down as far as you can. When you come back up, come slightly above that 90-degree angle, and that'll really put stress on the chest and give you that full stretch that you're looking for. For our next muscle group, we're going to work the back with some pull-ups. If you cannot complete pull-ups if they're too hard for you, another alternate is the lat pull-downs. Another great way to stretch out the back, increase size on those lats. Make sure you get a good stretch. Imagine yourself as you're pulling your elbows down inside the backs of your pockets. As we move to our arms, we're focusing on our triceps now. We're going to do the tricep dips. Like I said, you can always use the assisted machine if you cannot complete it. With this movement, you're going to stretch all the way up, stretching out those triceps and coming down to about just below a 90-degree angle, stretching back up again. Now it's time for the biceps to shine. We want to do chin-ups for these, which is normally a back exercise, but with that mind-muscle connection, it has a heavy focus on working those biceps. So if you cannot complete those, lat pull-downs again, except you're going to use the close underhand grip as you would a chin-up. Now for our abs, we're going to do some wood choppers. In this movement, we're going to use the cable pulley. We're going to press our arms out as far as possible, holding them very static, making sure they don't bend or curl. And we're going to twist our body, twist the trunk of our body so that we're pulling in a diagonal movement as if we're chopping wood. That's where the name of it came from. This is an excellent core exercise, working all your stabilizers, obliques, lower and middle back as well. Final exercise on the leg portion of our warm-up circuit. We're going to work on calf raises. You can use any variation. Make sure that you get a good stretch and contraction in those calves to get the most out of the exercise. And that is it. That concludes our warm-up circuit. Make sure that you try to shoot for target times. Mine is 15 minutes, and now you have a minute and 45-second rest before we get into our second circuit, which is our go heavy circuit. Using heavy weight, as you can see, overhead press. You can also use the short barbells, the pre-weighted barbells, or you can use dumbbells, whichever is best, but use a weight that is relatively heavy for you and try to complete anywhere between 5 and 8 reps of this exercise. Now that our heavy shoulder movement is out of the way, now we're going to work on rack pulls, working our back. This is almost like an entire body exercise, a full compound movement, specifically targeting our back though. So rack pulls is an excellent variation to doing deadlifts. I prefer rack pulls. I can get a little bit more out of them. Deadlifts I love to do for just the challenge of it, working on increasing my weight. But if I really want to work that mid and lower back, rack pulls does an excellent job and is quick to set up. Now as we move on to our chest, we're going to do our incline bench presses. Of course, these are my favorite. You can also do the flat bench, or instead of barbells, use dumbbells. Whatever will help you get you through this exercise. Like I said, as long as on this circuit you go heavy, that works as well.
I'm going for the kill, Mayday, kamikaze, yeah, yeah.
Now we move on to our biceps and using our incline dumbbell curls, or you can use any heavy curl variation. The way I'm doing these dumbbell curls, these incline curls, is I'm using a wide grip. As you can see, my grip is open and I'm pulling it straight up. That is a harder version instead of just concentrating and curling them straight up as you twist it out from a hammer curl. So I go heavy and I try to make sure I go as hard as I can on this exercise. Now we're going to continue this heavy circuit with these skull crushers using heavy weight. You can also use dumbbells and use dumbbell extensions. Right now I'm going to use skull crushers, one of my favorite, but instead of actually doing a traditional skull crusher and pressing the weight down over my eyebrows, I actually place it slightly behind my head, and that adds extra stress and constant tension to the weight and my muscles. So that way I get a better contraction and I stretch the long head of those triceps out even more. Now for these hanging leg raises, working our abs, what you want to focus on is actually lifting your legs and your butt up, not just hinging your legs. Hinging your legs will actually give you a wider waist because you'll add muscle in that area. You don't want that. So lift your legs up, really target and contract those abs and those stabilizers. That is what you want to do. You can also use the dip stand if you cannot perform these by yourself. Now for our final heavy exercise, we're going to hit those legs with some squats. And before you complain and say this isn't going heavy, I'm not going heavy, I'm only using 135, that's cool. You are absolutely right. I like to do my deep squats at 135. Reason being, I actually want to complete a challenge. It's called the Sally Squat Challenge. If you haven't heard of it, go YouTube it, look it up, and you will understand why I'm doing squats at this weight. I want to master this 135 weight to where I can do at least 30 to 35 of these reps. So I have a goal in mind. You can do whatever weight you want to do. And that concludes our second circuit, our go heavy circuit. And to show you the flexibility of this, you can actually stop the exercise right here. You can stop the routine here if you don't have what it takes to make it to the third circuit, which is our volume circuit. And on this one, as you see, we're going to do some rear delt flies. The volume circuit, we're going to focus on you're going to use lighter weight than on the heavy. You still want to challenge yourself, but you really want to work on burning out, going high volume, getting as much reps as possible, and not cheat reps. We really want to make sure every rep count. Now we've completed our shoulders. Now it's time to complete this chest with the incline dumbbell presses. Now I actually prefer to do the single arm presses. It actually works your stabilizers as well, rather than working the incline dumbbell using both dumbbells at the same time. But either way, whatever you prefer, do it the way you want to do it.
They saying if you scared, go to church. Like we just over here sitting scared in the church.
Now if you ever wondered how I got those thick, high definition muscles in my back even while bulking, this is it, the 3-grip barbell rows. If you cannot use the heavy barbell, use the short pre-weighted barbell. but make sure you focus on full range of motion, and you're going to use the rep scheme of no matter what reps you hit, whether 7, 8, 9, or 10, you're going to use, let's say for instance 7 reps, you're going to go wide. Once you're done, you're going to go 7 reps narrow, then you're going to use the underhanded grip and do 7 more reps back to back.
Once, but I probably put my hand up 5 different times. They say you get to heaven by reciting these lines, but I never read the book to realize they was lying. I thought I had a sin-free pass on me.
Now, if you want big arms like Raw Dog, you will have to do some curl 21s. That's where you take the easy curl bar or a short barbell and take the bottom portion of the curl movement, do 7 reps. You take the top portion, do 7 reps, and then you switch and use the full range of motion 7 reps. That will definitely add a whole lot of thickness to your arms.
The Lord said go, so we going hard. So we ride.
Hold that thought. This is for the more experienced swimmers. Don't try this if you're heavy. You get that pre-workout.
Now, we don't condone big tobacco over at Certified Gainz, but for all the smokers and pinchers, they need Gainz too. And who knows, maybe in 2016, with a healthier body, that might make the decision to quit a whole lot easier. Now, for our last tricep exercise on this high volume circuit, we're going to do tricep drop sets. That's where we start at a heavy weight and we're going to go to failure. We're going to rep out the failure, and when we hit that failure, we're going to lower the weight slightly, and we're going to keep doing that same routine until we completely burn out.
Anything I know it all. I owe it all till it's back cracking like Adam before the fall. The Lord said go, so we going hard. So we ride till we die like it's protocol. Nah, homie, I ride for a living. Homie, I ride for a living. Yeah, you can't kill me.
Now, for one of my favorite ab stabilizing exercises, we're going to do some weighted core twist. Hold your leg up and keep them as stable as possible while you're twisting your trunk from side to side with a weighted medicine ball or you holding a small weight. Here he has 8 pounds, twisting it from side to side. You can use heavier, you can go lighter. Make sure you focus on keeping your legs straight and twisting your trunk and stabilizing your core. For our last exercise in the high volume circuit and in the Body Shred 21 as a whole, we're going to do a squat pyramid or a drop set. The pyramid is where you can use any squat, any leg extension, however you want to do it, but you want to pyramid the weight up. You want to increase the weight with each set. You're going to do about 10 reps, increase the weight 10 reps non-stop. Or you can drop set as you see him do with these goblet squats. He's going to hold the weight, he's going to do a couple reps, and then he's going to lower the weight and do a couple more and keep going until he hits 4 different sets. So that's the end of it. That is Body Shred 21. As you can see, it is high intensity. It is a full body workout, very effective. And just to show you the flexibility of it, if you run out of time, if you only have 15-30 minutes in the gym, go ahead and do the first and second circuit. Make sure you add a little bit more emphasis on the warm up, add a little bit more weight to it, add a little bit more reps to it, go to failure, and then complete the big heavy movement on the second circuit, and then end it there. But if you have that hour and a half, complete the whole circuit, and your targets, the number 1 target, increase the weight. The number 2 target, lower the time in which you do this circuit. And the number 3, make sure you complete the circuit overall. Hope you enjoyed Body Shred 21. If you have any comments, please leave them. Any questions, please leave them. Your before and after pics, leave them. And that's it. We gon' get certified.